Welcome to 2 Minute Tech. This is the segment on MGR that we discuss various features across different types of motorcycle clothing that aren't specific to brands in general, to help you make an informed decision when you go out to buy. This week we're going to be looking at back protectors in general, and with just a little bit of information that I guess it's worth knowing that not everyone notices, at least when they come into this store and other stores that I've worked at. And that is predominantly, not all jackets come with back protectors, and more importantly than that, not all jackets look like they don't have a back protector. What I mean by that is, what you may find in a lot of jackets is something like this. People, what they tend to do is will touch the back of the jacket, feel this and go, oh, it's got a back protector. This isn't a back protector necessarily. I mean, if I'm honest, in terms of why they put it in there, I couldn't tell you. What I used to be told, you know, in previous places that I work is that it helps us in the shop, or you as a customer later on, find the correct size and shape for back protector, because different brands use different shapes and sizes. Forcefield, for example, are a brand that make specifically armor, but they make across the entire spectrum for all the brands. So they have actually a coding system that you can check on a chart to see which back protector fits which jacket. So that is the only reason I can assume they use these. It's not, or it's a bit cheeky and it's to fool you into thinking there's a back protector. I don't know either way, but that's not a back protector and it's not CE approved, and it's not going to help you in any way whatsoever. What you do want in your jacket, and what sometimes comes in jackets but generally doesn't, is an actual back protector, and that's something like this. So this is D3O. This is probably one of the most well-known, if not the most well-known armor manufacturer in the world, and they always come in this bright orange, and so that's D3O. Old armor used to be very hard and inflexible. All the new armor, and there's no point really talking about the old armor because now everybody's using this type of stuff. It's malleable, it's pliable, it's soft when it's in your hands, and therefore it's comfortable when it's against your body. However, on impact, this stuff will stiffen on an atomic level. They also, well, so they say, I'm not a scientist, don't quote me on that. They also, many of them will have things like this kind of cutouts or holes to aid in ventilation as well. So that's what you're looking for. Just for comparison, I've got another brand. This is Sastec. Again, similar. So it's got the holes for ventilation, but similarly pliable and malleable. Whilst we're talking about that and the malleability of it, I will also add an extra tip, and that is what you'll find, especially here in the store, for example, and it happens in winter particularly, when the store's been closed up for a day on the day that we're closed, and it's been particularly cold, everything starts to stiffen and harden, and it becomes very, very, uncomfortable when it's in the clothing, but also it just doesn't move. All that takes is just leave it on for 5 to 10 minutes. Your body heat will warm it up, soften it, and make it more supple and make it more comfortable again. And another note on that, in that, for example, I once left my bike jacket when I came home. I swapped from bike to car, and I just chucked my bike jacket in the back of the seat, but it ended up like this, and then left my jacket in there over, I guess, a weekend. I came back and my jacket stayed in that position. It was it was during winter, and my jacket stayed in that position. So don't worry about it. Just all it needs is a little bit of heat, put it on, a little bit of warmth, and it will start to mold back again. But in short, that's back protectors. So they don't always come out for them. Look out for these. This is what you don't want. Generally speaking, you're looking, when you do have something like this or nothing at all inside your jacket, it's always worth adding a back protector to your jacket. It's a substantial bit of armor, and they generally speaking cost anywhere between 25 to 40 pounds, depending on size. So they are sized. So for example, this is a medium that would fit into a medium jacket, and they're around the £27 mark. And the extra larges in the D3O, at least from our supplier that we sell here, are around the £40 mark. So it's not a tall order, it's not a big ask, and you can even separate it out from the cost of the jacket, do it a month later even, but I would always consider adding one if you don't have one included in the jacket. So yeah, thanks for watching. That's 2 minutes-ish tech, and we'll see you next week.